Today we're going to talk about the new Tudor blackbay ceramic. Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Can. Today we're going to talk about the new Tudor release. If you followed the recent releases from Tudor, you might be as surprised as I was. They released the cool blackbay chronographs, the blackbay 58 silver, the very surprising full 18 karat gold blackbay, which costs around 16,000 Swiss francs, which is quite a high mark for Tudor. And also one of my favorite releases this year was the full bronze Tudor blackbay, which was unfortunately launched only in boutiques where there's not that many around the world. I'm pretty sure that the exact model would perform really well at normal retailers. Tudor has seen a lot of success in the recent years, also with the introduction of the blackbay 58 and the different variants they create. They appeal to a more younger audience than Rolex, but the quality, some might argue, is quite similar. The new blackbay ceramic is really cool and stealthy, and we're gonna come to that in a minute. This is not the first ceramic watch Tudor launched. If you remember, a few years ago they launched the fast rider models, which were chronographs in a full ceramic case as well. A very similar Tudor, a full black ceramic one, was also launched in 2019 at the Only Watch auction, which was for charity. The model at charity actually fetched 350,000 Swiss francs, which is just amazing. It was a piece unique Tudor, as Only Watch is known for, and this production model version now comes very close to it. Side by side you can see that the Only Watch piece had also black indexes and black hands. This watch was lent to me by Bayer Chronometry in Zurich, the official retailer of Tudor, Rolex, Patek and other beautiful brands since 1760. I also own two Tudor watches so far. One is the GMT model, which I dearly love, and also I nowadays wear it on the bracelet. In the past I used to wear it rather on a strap, but depends on the mood. I also own the Bucherer Blue edition, which is the bronze case, blue dial and blue bezel, which is also a very cool watch, and it got a nice patina over the years, as you can see from the case back. I do like Tudor watches which look a bit more unusual. That's why this one is right up my alley. This is a very stealthy looking watch, and if you don't know the exact model, when you see it on somebody's wrist, you might not even know that it's a Tudor. But if you get a chance to take a quick glance at the watch from up close, you would immediately recognize the snowflake shaped hands, which are indistinct trademark of Tudor. What's also new with this model, which you don't see on my models, is that this watch is an open case back, and I think this is really cool. I'm a person who loves to see a nice movement or a movement overall. I'm not the biggest fan of closed case backs. That's why if I have a choice of a closed or an open case back, I'll always go for the open one. The movement inside this watch is the caliber MT5602-1U. It's a COSC certified movement and also METAS certified. The movement was made by Kinesi, which also makes movement for other brands such as Chanel and also Breitling and Norquen. The METAS Master Chronometer certification guarantees that the watch is accurate within 0 to +5 seconds a day, plus it's anti-magnetic and accurate in fields with up to 15,000 Gauss. The movement also features a bidirectional tungsten winding rotor, which is skeletonized, and the movement also has a power reserve of 70 hours. I also like the texture on the movement a lot. It's very cool looking, and I prefer this to a Côte de Genève or to some perlage, for example. I think it makes the look of the watch complete. Although the blackbay line is a diver's watch collection, I wouldn't put this in the same category, mainly because it doesn't have a lume dot on the bezel. So if you go diving with it and you rely on the Superluminova to show you how long have you been under the water, you might have problems with this watch, whereas with the bronze model that I have, this wouldn't be the case. The bezel is actually made out of stainless steel, and it has a ceramic insert at the top, which has a sunburst finish, and the markers and the triangle at 12 o'clock are matte black. It's not a bidirectional bezel as on the GMT model, but it's a unidirectional bezel, with a very nice click. The dial is domed, and if you look at the dial, you basically only see the hands and the indexes. You don't see any inscriptions at first glance. The inscriptions at 12 and 6 o'clock and also the minute markers are in a dark gray color, so only by going closer to the watch you'll notice them. I think the watch is really easy to read, although on the photos I thought it's gonna be more of a problem. The contrast between the dial and the indexes and the hands is so strong that you can easily find the time. The model does have a screw-down crown with the relief Tudor rose on it, and it's easy to grip. On the side you can see the ceramic case is matte, the lugs are slightly polished on the sides, and we get a strap which I never saw with Tudor before. It's actually a hybrid strap between leather and rubber. With this watch, when you buy it, you actually get also this textile strap. I do have something similar like this for my bronze watch, and I can say that it's really comfortable. Let me now show you how the watch looks on my wrist. The folding glass is actually made of stainless steel and PVD coated. It features a Tudor shield logo and the Tudor name. I think this looks very cool, and I also remember this from the previous Fast Rider models. Turning the wrist around, you can see the height of the case. It's 14.6 millimeters high, and we have a lug width of 22 millimeters. Just for reference, I have an 18.1 centimeter wrist size. The diameter of the case is 41 millimeters, and lug to lug we have 50 millimeters. Because the lugs are bent downwards, it fits the wrist nicely, and I would advise you, before judging the measurements online, to go check it out in person, because it might just fit you. Let me know what you think about the new Tudor ceramic model, the META certification, and also which of the new releases were your favorites. Leave a comment down below. On the side is a small photo of a dial of the watch we review next week on the channel. If you know which one it is, leave a comment down below and maybe you'll get it right this time. It's a brand we featured a few times already, and also a crowd favorite. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you next week.